Well, what's up everybody, Zero Eyes here, Call of Duty Black Ops veteran walkthrough. This is the Payback level. Start off with a little Viet Cong roulette. That doesn't mean you don't shoot yourself, you actually shoot the guy who's trying to get you to play. It's convenient, it's a little alternative method to the old school Russian roulette. Right as you grab his pistol, you get control of your character. Try and get headshots on these two guys. If you chest shots, as you can see, take a long time to kill. And you almost die if you don't. But you get an AK, and this part is the epitome of bird aids, in that there's one hallway for you to get from point A to point B. There's a lot of enemies, and they all want you to die, and your AI doesn't do shit to help you. So that's just convenient, isn't it? The left path takes you to a lot of enemies, and it's not a good way to go. Don't go that way. Come up to the right, follow woods, and clear this room out. My suggestion to you is to come up here. There's an AK-47 with dual magazines, so go ahead and pick that up because it's nice to have an extra ammo. The wooden crates and barricades that they have set up along here that you can hide behind are convenient. However, they have limited lifespan. This one is indestructible, but a lot of the crates and boxes that you see can either be shot through, knocked out of the way and you can be shot, or just plain out destroyed and you can be shot. My suggestion is to run up in here, kill the two guys up onto the little walkway above you, and sprint up to this weapons canister. When you do that, you block the initial spawn for the first section of the room, and that's really nice. At this point, your really only concern is the guys that are running down this ramp, as those are the guys that are going to shoot you from the right. Once you clear a couple of those guys out, quickly run around here and go stand over here. That cuts the spawn points off for this top walkway, and you've essentially just cleared this room, and you just have to kill everybody else that's left remaining. That's the two key parts that you need to get to very quickly, and that makes this room a breeze. If you don't do that, or something, I don't know. I spent a long time in that room because I kept dying until I figured out that those are the spawn stop locations. And that guy pissed me off, so I teabagged him, because fuck him. When you get outside of here, I come over here to the right, huck a grenade as a distraction, and then just start shooting them. There's 6 guys. I don't think they respawn. I didn't see any of them respawn. Unfortunately, they can take bullets like fucking a champ. I feel like I have to use the third of a clip just to kill one guy, and it's not fun. I think there's one. Yeah, there you go. Hutton, last two guys. Again, make sure you see blood. I didn't even know this guy was there, so that was a panic knife. But like I said, make sure you see blood. Make sure you find anybody. I don't recommend doing this achievement in this section for on veteran at least. It's basically to make it from point A to point B while in the helicopter using only the missiles, which is just your left trigger. They're again on a chain load, so after a while it takes them a while to reload. However, the right trigger, your machine gun, is an infinite non-overheating, so go for it. There's no achievement to kill everything, but everything fires back at you, so fuck it, might as well kill everything. But if you want to go for the achievement, you cannot push right trigger at all, not once. You can only use your chain rockets. And that's going to be pretty interesting, because at the end of this little section you have to fight 2 helicopters. And they don't make that easy at all. So good luck with that. My recommendation is to do that achievement on the easiest difficulty, and that's good. I'm not very good at flying the helicopter. I don't get gunships quite that often in multiplayer, so I haven't had too much experience in flying them around. In fact, you're not even supposed to be shooting all of these people. You're supposed to be shooting the helicopter that's flying behind me at this point. But there's a lot of guys that have RPGs on the ground, so I try and take out a lot of the ground forces as much as I can, and then run away and get my bearings again and everything, and then come back and take on the helicopter. He's not a very good shot. If you move around enough, he can't track his missiles on you very easily. So as long as you keep moving, you should be able to take out most of the ground without taking considerable damage from the helicopter. And if you do, then you're gonna die and you're gonna restart this little section. No big deal, right? Once again, you have to lead your missiles from the from your helicopter to his helicopter. I usually fire all 6 of them at once, because if you can kind of get one on target, you can see about where you have to fire, whether you have to move farther ahead of him or lag more behind him. But I would just fire all 8 of them at once. You never know, one might hit him and it could be the one that kills him, like I had. Make sure you'll get warnings to say incoming and locked on and whatnot. Woods will tell you that you need to move, but you are gonna have to do a little juke and jive, pull a little Cam Newton, if you will. I don't know if you have to shoot the oil pipes. They say something about it, so I always take it out, but I don't know if you actually have to. There are a couple more oil pipes along the pathway over the river coming up. They don't tell you to kill, but I went ahead and killed them. There's a lot of things you have to kill in this section, and there's a lot of things that shoot back at you, so do it one section at a time. My suggestion is to kill this guy first, as he's the closest one to you and the more immediate threat, and then come and kill the guys on the right. I think it's the communications tower, it's another missile truck, and then 2 points to this bridge that you have to take out with rockets. You can't take out with your machine gun. And that's it. And then I believe next is the helicopter fight. So that's fun. My only suggestion for this is don't die. That's my suggestion. I died, as you can tell there by the cut. They tend to stay slightly more stationary than the previous helicopter that you fought. So really your missiles are kind of guided on how well can you shoot, you know, whether you lead them or whatever. But it seems like the easiest solution is to kind of ride straight at them, so that you kind of get under them, and then just ease your nose up and fire all your missiles at once. That seems to be the best strategy. It's obviously it's going to be more difficult to do when both of them are alive, but when I played through on easy, I actually was able to separate them on either side of the rock and take them out individually. So that was kind of nice. But that's my suggestion, is to ride right up on them, lift your nose up, fire all your rockets, and if you're not going for the achievement, obviously fire away with your submachine or your nose-mounted machine gun, and you shouldn't have any issues killing them. When you land, you can pick up my third favorite weapon, which is a silenced Galil. It's pretty sweet. There's some guys hiding in these sandbags. My suggestion is to not rush up, because not only is there a guy on a balcony sitting in a machine gun nest, there's a guy right around that corner with an Olympia, and he'll just make you aggravated to all shitballs. Frustrating. I don't even want to think about it. There's also, I don't think there's a sniper, but there's somebody who has 1,000% accuracy with an AK. So that sucks too. There's the machine gun nest that I'm shooting at right now, and you'll see the guys that come around the corner in a second who has the Olympia, and he's not too thrilled to see you. So that's good news. This is somewhat an infinite spawn area, in that this little section where you see the 2 guys are. 2 guys will keep just running out from the cliffside cavern, so you do have to kind of press on to stop the spawn. I'm not sure at what point it stops it. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure it's an infinite spawn. I just know that I waited here a couple of times to see if the shotgun guy would ever come out in my previous playthroughs of this section, and 2 guys kept running out. So I'm assuming that those 2 guys are an infinite spawn, but I'm not entirely sure. Don't take my word on that. But like I said, you should just press on and not linger behind, because you don't want to find that out and get overrun. It's never fun. The achievement for this little section, if you want to go for it, is right here. Woods is going to say, hey, look, a flamethrower. There's a flamethrower attachment on an AK. The achievement is to light 10 people on fire in the POW area. So once you rescue the POWs and you're going to fight the general dude, not Dragovich, but I think it's crab something. I don't know, whatever. You're going to fight that guy. In between the POWs and that guy, you can flamethrower 10 people and get your achievement. Don't recommend doing that at all in veteran mode. Because the flamethrower only has about a 15-foot range, and you do not want to get that close to people. Auto press the button, unlock some people, and oh look, it's your good buddy Reznov. How'd he get there? That's fun. Kravchenko, that's his name. So Victor leads you to the to basically where Kravchenko is in his little fortress of solitude. He's going to be padding around up top, but he's in between bulletproof glass, so you can't shoot him. Don't even try and shoot him. As you can see, I left the flamethrower out because I was like, I can get this achievement in veteran. It won't be that difficult. Yeah, no, not even close. So I switched back to my dual mag AK-47, and this part is bad, pretty bad. This is an infinite respawn. I would say there's a spot where they stop spawning, but there's not a spot. If you go to the left, they stop spawning on the left. If you go to the right, they stop spawning on the right. When you go forward up to the little balcony ledge before you run up the stairs to find Kravchenko, they start spawning again on the bottom. So once you get up to the top, it's kill, 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 run, because they'll start spawning behind you and kill you from behind. If you actually move too far into the middle of this little platform that I'm shooting at now, like I go to the left side, but if you move too close into the middle, they still start spawning back in that left side hallway. So, it sucks, to say the least. So what you need to do is kill everybody you can. I think I dolphin dive to get out of the way, but come over here and dolphin dive and get behind some stuff. Make sure that nobody is spawned back here. You see, I kind of hesitated before I ran up. That's perfect time for those people to spawn in this little corner. I believe if you go any farther in the middle of the room towards that green filing chest that's to my right, that's out of frame now, if you go near that or past that, they'll start spawning behind you in this little corner. So once you start getting about these stairs, you're now on a respawn time limit for the people behind you. Especially when you're on the stairs. At this point, see, I come back. I think I'm resetting it when I come back on this side, but I can't tell you how many times I made it to the staircase and people come up behind me and shoot me. So that just sucks. It's frustrating. So pick everybody off. There's a staircase in the back that's directly across from you that leads up to Kravchenko. That's their spawn point, as well as this little room with the door open. Unfortunately for me, this guy is in the door and I can't hit him, but I know that I have to run because the people behind me are now going to be spawning. So I just made an executive decision and hopefully he wouldn't kill me, and I ran up the stairs and luckily got away with it. I shot that private in the face, and I go up the stairs and he hits you in the face with the chair.